The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Jaesbuggin, and I am back with a 30,000th episode of What You Working With? Yeah, we're back. So today we have a very special guest, like always, of course, because this is what you're working with. So we will always have guests. But today we have a paralegal, and we will be dialing in via phone. So let's get it started. All right, so we're going to call her right now. Her name is Jaesbuggin, and we're going to say a big ear to her. So y'all ready? All right, we calling out.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Jaesbuggin. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. We are now live on What You Working With. Say what's up to the peoples.
What's up, people? What you working with?
Yes. Okay, so we wanted to know, what do you do for a living?
Well, currently I am a paralegal. I work here at John Foy and Associates in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh, coming from Atlanta. Woo.
Yes, I am a paralegal. I've been in this industry for about 20 years. I've currently been a paralegal for the last 3 years, and before that, I was a legal assistant.
Ooh.
And so let me explain what a paralegal is.
Yes, please. That was my first question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta let you ask the question.
That's okay. That's okay. What is a paralegal?
Okay, so paralegals and legal assistants support lawyers by performing a variety of tasks such as maintaining, organizing files, conducting legal research, drafting documents, speaking to clients, keeping clients maintained throughout the process of the case from start to finish. Start to finish is from pre-suit to trial or whatever's necessary in between.
So you just help them just prepare for the trial. You help them you just back up basically, right?
Well, I'm a little bit more than backup.
Okay.
It's like I'm the front up. So a lot of times because without a paralegal or legal assistant, an attorney can drown in their work. So basically, like I set up meetings, depositions. I set up discovery. Discovery is me calling a client, asking them about whatever happened in the incident or the accident. In this case, I do premises liability. Yes, I do a lot of.
You the right hand man.
Yes,
right hand man. Okay.
Right-hand band, yes, and sometimes we're a one-man band because it's only you and the attorney. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So currently, I work with one attorney, and she's amazing, and I'm her only paralegal. But I maintain her calendar. I maintain her professional calendar, and then I make sure that she's where she needs to be at the time she needs to be there. I order translators for whatever language our clients speak.
Cool.
And court reporters, videographers. Yes, we do a lot. We do a lot.
I see.
So
okay.
I just read I just told you like the main meat of it, but we do a lot.
More than
we
that.
do a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
and we make good money too. We make good money.
The money worth it? No. Okay. So my next question is how did this job come about? Did you always want to be a paralegal, or is it something that it just came, it just happened? Tell me about your journey becoming a paralegal, because you said you've been in the industry for 20 years. So what happened before those 20 years?
Okay. So long story short, I was born and raised in Miami-Dade County, Miami, Florida.
Oh, Miss 305, Miss 305. No.
Yes, I did. So I just relocated to Atlanta about 3 years ago. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be a news anchor. I wanted to be in broadcasting. Yes, I loved it. But life was happening, and then I ended up getting a job at the age of 20 or 21 at the state attorney's office in Miami, Florida. and I was a victim witness counselor. So it started elevating through there. I was working with attorneys and
Mm-hmm.
judges, and so then after that, I became a judicial assistant, which is an assistant to a judge. And then after that,
Ooh, okay.
the money was in the private sector. And so I branched out, became a legal assistant in the private sector in Miami, Florida. And then as you start learning things and getting more experience, you can become a paralegal. And that's how that's why I say 20 years, because that was over a 20-year span of me just
So
meeting
just
people and
networking and working your
networking.
way
Yes,
up. So do you have a
yes.
degree, or is it just you meeting people and the more experience you didn't need a degree for this?
Well, you don't need a degree for this. However, I did go to college. I did not graduate from college because I had a child,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a single parent at that time. And so I just started making sure that I networked and I met people
Oh, okay.
and I learned from other people.
So
So
that's what you was
even though I
working
didn't,
with.
yes, I was working with the networking and meeting people and having the right attitude. You must always have a good attitude, listeners. I'm telling you, that
Yes. Will change
attitude and your
everything.
personality will change everything, whether you have a degree or not. And I'm not saying not to have a degree,
Yeah.
but sometimes you can get far along just with having the right attitude and the right mental capacity. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
right mindset.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
agree with what you're saying because, like, if you don't have a good attitude, a lot of people don't want to work with you. They don't want to connect because your attitude sucks. But if you have the right attitude, the right mindset, then, you will go a long way, Just so I agree with what
Absolutely,
you're saying.
absolutely,
Yeah. So make sure y'all
absolutely.
know that you got to have the right attitude for any job. Okay. No. So,
Yeah,
um,
you do for any job.
yeah. So,
Even getting your degree, you got to have the right attitude. You can't
not
just
for
be
real.
showing up. You know what I mean?
You got to
You
be
can't just be showing up.
determined.
Exactly, you have to be determined. Yes, ma'am.
Discipline, all of that. I agree with what you're saying.
Yes, yes, ma'am. You
Okay.
so smart. Look at you.
Ooh, nah. Okay, so my next question is, what are the pros and cons of being a paralegal? Because I heard you talking about the pros. You're helping out the attorney. I feel like those would be
Mm-hmm.
pros. You're their right hand man, so anything they need or the things that they will need before asking, you already have covered. So, like, what are the
Hmm.
cons to it? Or if you would like to share any more pros, I would just like to know a little bit
Okay,
more about that as well.
okay. So sometimes the cons to being a paralegal or legal assistant is that one man band,
Mhm.
having to be organized and having to maintain um, that professionalism when your back is up against the wall or when you're up against deadlines and
Yeah.
you don't have the resources to complete it. Because sometimes you can be in a small law firm and they might not have all the resources. And then sometimes you can be in a large law firm and they might not have the resources that you need to get
Right.
a particular job done. And so those type of things can be pros and cons. And also working with other people that may not be as professional as you are,
Yeah.
that can be a con, but you still can come out on top
And
with
overcome it.
um yes, and overcome that because you use the resources, you network with people, and so maybe somebody might not know it at your job, but you may know somebody at another law firm, and they
Mhm.
can kind of help you. So that can kind of be like a con. Then sometimes there's no growth. Like you might be in a law firm and you might be a paralegal for years because there's no way up because everybody's still there. People don't
Yeah.
retire from here because you can just keep
Oh.
going. Yes, you can keep going. Like people can be in this industry as young as 80 years old. I've
Ooh.
seen gray haired
No.
people, legal assistants and paralegals still working. I'm serious, especially in
Wow.
Miami, Florida. So I want to say the pro to this job, y'all ready for this? Is the bonuses. You get that
Ooh.
paycheck,
That
and
paycheck hitting
sometimes that
right.
bon. Yes, yes. One year I got $24,000 in just bonuses outside of my paycheck.
And like
So it's money to be made.
how do you get these
Hmm.
bonuses? Like do you have to hit a certain mark or like how are these bonuses, I guess, accumulated?
Yes, they're accumulated by the cases that you close out in the time period. So
Okay.
like a quarter, within a quarter, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months and then a 12-month period.
So in your first year, you was hitting them cases out. I mean,
yes.
Okay,
I'm telling y'all, Georgia has some money, honey. Georgia was paying me. Ooh. Georgia is paying me great. That's all I can tell y'all.
Okay, then, as they should, because you're not working for free. No, this sounds like a great career for real. So
one more thing I want to tell you what a pro can be. Also in the firm, if you have not finished college and you want to go back to college, they do offer tuition
reimbursement,
college tuition, reimbursement. But they also offer programs that can help you get certifications and things like that. You just gotta look into those things.
Yeah.
So that can be a pro too.
I love companies like that because it's not easy going to college, let alone paying for it all by yourself. But when you know what you want to do and your job offers you like tuition reimbursement or ways to try to boost yourself up academically, I just feel like that's great because that's something that makes sense in the job world. Like tuition reimbursement, I'll pay for you to go back to school to further your education. Like I love that. So that's what's up as well.
Yeah.
Would you say that this I feel like you mentioned it briefly, but how would you say like your mental is while working this job? Is it stressful? Like how is it mentally for you at times? Because I know you said it's a one-man band. So how is that mentally for you? Or
Well, for me, maybe when I was younger, it used to be stressful, but now that I'm a little bit younger, now that I'm a little bit younger, it is you just have to maintain organization. And if you know your job, and you've learned your job well, you just have to show people that you know what you're doing. When you show someone that you know what you're doing, they kind of back off and let you drive the car, right?
Exactly.
And so, I would say for a stress level on 1 to 10, the most I've ever been stressed at this job is probably a 5. Because it's all about staying organized and it's all about being professional. And like I said before, having a right attitude and a great attitude. Yes. And if you do get stressed, you just get up and take a walk. Get up and take a walk. Go outside, breathe a little fresh air, come back in, start over. You know what I mean?
And then you gotta just clear your mind, let whatever happen. You just take your break, and then you on to the next thing. You're not gonna let that set you back, or that's what's
Absolutely.
up. So, this question,
that's in everything.
Exactly. No, for real. Well, this question might be a little bit repetitive, but what type of person would you have to be to work in this field? Like, say someone comes up to you like, oh, I want to be a paralegal. Like, would you be like, well, you have to be, you have to have patience and make sure that you're this way. Like, I mentioned you saying, like, organized and stuff. So, like, what type of person would you have to be in order to be a paralegal? Or what type of personality would you have to possess in order to be, this? Or, like, what are the common personalities that you see among different paralegals or such?
Let me tell you something. All you have to do is have a positive attitude and be a go-getter and a self-starter. Self-motivated, right? Not scared to ask questions, not scared to write notes, it's not a scary job. Yeah. You got to ground the bull by the horns with this type of job, right? Because remember, you want to help your attorney make the big bucks so that you can get your bonus.
Exactly.
If you're lazy and your attorney have to take out their time to do your job, they're not going to be happy. So self-motivated, positive, and the right attitude.
And just throw yourself
organized.
Out there.
You must be an organized person. If you're not organized, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Okay, so make sure y'all self-driven, you throw yourself out there, and you're not afraid to ask questions. No.
Exactly.
So
you're not afraid to be organized.
Yeah, organization for real, because, man, I know we can't organize our life, but we can organize those papers. No, I'm playing.
Exactly. You can.
So can you share a challenging case you've worked on and how you contributed to its, like, resolution? Or, just give us an example of like a time where you was like, man, this case is out of control. What I'm gonna do? Just give us a time. Maybe when you first started out, or maybe now if you got a case and you was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. This just took a turn. Or just share us a little story. Give us a little story time, like a little once upon a time. No.
Okay. So once upon a time, I had this case, right, and this case, the attorney was suing the city, one of the I would say I don't want to say it's a project, but maybe I'll say a government housing authority. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. And the case I thought was a weak case because the clients were very difficult, but they weren't difficult in a way like being rude. I think they were difficult in a way of being like ashamed and saddened about what happened.
Yeah.
I kid you not. We worked that case. We called. I did the discovery. I set the depositions. We did the mediation. Everything worked seamlessly, but yet stressful because I was like, this case is not going to make no money.
Right.
That case closed. That case settled without even going to trial for $2 million.
What?
I could not believe it. $2 million.
Wow. So y'all didn't go to
That
trial?
was difficult. No.
Wow.
But you have to file a case. Once you file the case, then you have to start setting up the discovery period, which is 180 days, which gives you 6 months to investigate the case.
Oh,
and so
okay.
that's what we did. We investigated the facility, the apartment complex,
Everything.
and we also had our client was on board, even though it was difficult because she probably was sad and ashamed of what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked out. And those are the cases that I really like. I love the cases that we don't have to go to court.
Right.
Because going to court is so much more paperwork and so much more stress. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how do you like?
And I got a good bonus on that case, y'all. I got $4,000.
Okay, so see, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be a paralegal at this point.
Yeah,
Nah.
I'm telling you.
Like I heard you mention that the client that you were like working with, you know, like she was ashamed and stuff. How do you handle those like emotions, like when the person is like, you know, in the opposite seat and you know, like you trying to attack this case head on, but the client, they all ashamed and stuff. Like, do you feel bad? Like, how do you feel towards them? Like, oh well, you made this mistake, so like, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? We don't take things personal.
Okay.
But remember what I said at the beginning, everyone, you got to have a good attitude. You have to be professional. And you have to realize that this is that person's truth.
Yeah.
I was not there. I'm working for them.
Right.
They're my clients. And sometimes people are not being truthful and forthright and coming.
Yeah,
but
you're
that's
right.
not for me to do that. Exactly. So what's for me to do is to put my best foot forward and continue to remain professional with them.
Yeah.
But let me tell y'all something. All my clients tell me that they're like, you're mean. I'm not mean. I'm just trying to get the job done. I'm trying to get the job done, but I do it in a very stern, firm, and professional way. And guess what? We got $2 million because I was firm and stern
Exactly.
with them. Like,
firm, professional. And you
Yes,
wasn't playing no games. You was doing your job. They can't be mad at you for doing your job.
Right. That's what you want. You want somebody that's not going to play games, that's helping you with your case, right?
Exactly.
So have the right attitude and treat people the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
I really do strive to treat people the way I would like to be treated. And so sometimes when people are not being forthright and coming, I still be like, come on, you got to tell me the truth because,
right.
you know, I'm working with you. And we'll figure it out.
So how you know if they not telling the truth? Like they just keep repeating themselves, or certain things just don't add up?
Yes, body language, they keep repeating themselves. But you know what happens? They get mad first. They get really upset. And I'm like, okay, now they upset, so they not telling the truth.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on, just tell the truth. This is your case. I only can go off of what you tell me.
Exactly, so, to try to help you in any way that I can.
Yes.
So how was being a paralegal during COVID? Was it like a hard, challenging time, or like how was that?
It was the best job ever.
Oh, what?
We all work from home. Yes, we work from home. And let me tell you something. As a paralegal, I don't think any paralegal probably got laid off during COVID because we worked from home, and the court and lawsuits and stuff, they never die. They just keep multiplying.
Yeah.
So it was a really good time to be a paralegal back during COVID. It was a really good time.
And what about your bonuses? Were you still getting good bonuses?
Yes, we did. We did get good bonuses. We had good insurance. Yeah, I mean,
everything was top tier.
We didn't get laid off. Yeah, and we did. Yeah, everything. To be honest with you, everything was top tier. I mean, my husband got laid off his job, and I still had my job as a paralegal. So it was great. All you needed was computers and a desk. That's all
And
you
that was
needed.
it. And your brain
Yes,
that
and
you
that was
already
it. And
know.
your
That's
brain.
what's up. Because, a lot of people,
Yes.
like, COVID took out a lot. It took out a lot of people, but it also took away a lot of jobs. And, like, maybe some jobs were harder than others at times. So I just wanted to know.
Right.
But that's good to know that, like, you guys were still standing strong, still doing your thing at home, of
We
course.
are.
Yeah, that's
Right.
good.
Okay. I'm back in the office now, but this job can be rewarding. This job can be rewarding, but also, the money is good, but you also still, like I said, have to have the right attitude because remember, we're all in this world together, and some people come with good things and some people come with bad things.
Yeah.
Some people come with the right attitude, some people don't come with the right attitude. You just have to stay focused. Don't let anybody distract you, and don't let anybody get in that good space, that good energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get under your skin. Just let them be where
Get
they
under your
at.
skin.
And you do your thing.
Exactly.
Continue to
And
do
you
your
do your
thing.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like you're doing your thing on this podcast.
Yay.
I'm excited and I'm happy. So you keep going. Keep being positive. That's right. I love it.
Yes.
Keep going.
Thank you. Well,
thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining the show, and thank you for not showing us. We wish we could see you, but we will soon. Thank you for telling us your job as a paralegal. It sounds like a really calm job, and you just really have to be determined, self-driven, and focused. That's what it sounds like to me. That sounds like something cool. So thank you so much.
Does. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. You can't go to college to be a paralegal. I think it's a 2-year program, but you don't necessarily have to. Yes. Okay. Yeah, they do have paralegal programs where you can become a certified paralegal. It's amazing.
All right. Well, paralegal, you could go to a 2-year program and do your thing, go out, get those bonuses like Jerisha, and y'all gonna be out here doing great things. If another pandemic hits, you won't get laid off. No.
You will have a hello.
You will have a job. No. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Thank you. You too.
Bye. This is so much fun. Bye.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, y'all heard it here first. If you want to be a paralegal, make sure that you're self-driven, you're determined, you're not afraid to put yourself out there, and most importantly, you're yourself and you have a great attitude. Thank you for tuning in to What You Working With. Bug out.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.